They say the meek will inherit the earth. We say the nerds are already in control. Welcome to the Frackin' Nerds, episode number 213. I'm your host, Doc Martin, and the only one decided to join me today is all the way over the East Coast.
It's me, Joshua. The only guy who had time to do the show.
The only man who's met Batman is what we'll say.
That's can I be named that? Is that my new nickname? The only man to ever meet a Batman?
Yeah, because I don't think anybody else has met a Batman that's worked on the show. So I'm thinking you have full rights to that right now.
I'm pretty sure. I would figure Crow probably met Adam West at one point, right? Like he had to have been at a convention or something.
Oh,
right?
That's true, possibly, but I don't know. We'll need to find out.
Well, I need to find out. So, but I hold the distinct moniker of meeting the Batman, which was the greatest day of my life.
So, I mean, it's funny that you want to explain what happened there too, so they know which Batman you're talking about.
I met the voice of Batman, Kevin Conroy, and I'm gonna explain this story so everyone can know. I had gone with a buddy of mine to help him move some stuff into his house, but he wanted to cash his income tax check. So we went to cash it, and then on our way back, going home to the Bronx, we get on the train. We get off the train, and I look to my right, and I see him with his big ass book bag walking into the opposite train, and I go, "Holy shit, it's Batman!" And I ran across the platform like a madman. He was already on the train. I knocked on the window. And he looked, and I gave him the thumbs up, and I walked into the train car real quick, and I just said, "Hey, it's a pleasure to meet you. I grew up watching the show. You're a big part of my childhood." And he's like, "Oh, that's awesome." And I shook his hand. Really nice guy. And my friend was like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, "That's Batman." He's like, "Batman who?" I was like, "Batman from the animated adventures." He's like, "Oh, that's cool." He didn't give a shit.
Oh.
And then the best part about it was I went on Twitter, and I was like, I have to tell all my tweet people that I met Batman. I did it on Facebook, and I tagged him in it, and he responded back, and he was like, "It was nice meeting you too, Josh." And literally my whole fucking day was made. So February 9th, 2018 is the day I met Batman, and it's the greatest day of my life.
So you would have had that opportunity if he wouldn't have needed to cash that check.
And honestly, no, it was more so the fact that he was like, "Do you want to come with me to cash my check?" Because the Best Buy was closer to me. So I had no reason to get up and like go out with him. I could have just stayed home until he came back. So me getting up and saying, fuck it, let me just go out for, stretch my legs. And he even said that too. He's like, "Look, if you would have never did this, you would have never met Batman." I'm like, "Yeah, you're right."
That's very cool.
Yes, it is very cool. Nice man, wonderful man, beautiful smile too.
He's skinny, isn't he? Like a tall, skinny guy.
Yeah, he's a tall, skinny guy, but that voice, man, like I was gonna say, "Oh man, Mr. Wayne, it's so nice to meet you," because his regular voice is Wayne, but when he gets that deep voice is Batman. And one of my friends was like, "You should have told him to record something with," and I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that."
Yeah, for God's sakes, guy's just trying to get across the city. Let him be. Yeah, let me do a selfie with you. But it was cool that he was nice enough to tweet back and everything.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. That was probably the highlight of my day. Fuck. I was like, I did it just so I could say I met the real, I could have just put I met Kevin Conroy, but I was like, nah, let me put at real Kevin Conroy so people go like, "Who the fuck is that?" Like, "Oh shit, he met Batman."
Yeah, exactly. That is very cool. Jealous. All I met is Frylock this year, so
I got a lot of fucking Frylock's the man though, but I got a lot of jealousy towards me because of that.
With the Frylock, I have got the Aqua Teen. Remember Hot Topic made the little toys, all three in a set. I have that, and I remember he was coming to the convention by me, but I forgot to bring it, and I met the guy and stuff like that, and I was like, man, I forgot.
The black man, right?
Yes, little short black guy. And
I always thought he was the guy from Seinfeld for some odd reason.
No, I don't think so.
I thought he was the lawyer, but
and then I find out that Derby City Comic Con, which is where he was at, it's just been bought by SuperCon, which does things in Orlando, I think Arizona, and now Master Shake, the guy who does the voice of that, is coming, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have both their autographs. Well, I'll definitely be bringing it for this convention coming up with Master Shake. So yes, I'll get to meet Master Shake, and you got to beat Batman. I still think you're way ahead of me on points there.
Yeah. I'm at top of the food chain of nerdism.
Like if you had a choice, like compared to another Batman, who would then been the other Batman you would want to meet?
Keaton.
Keaton? All right. I think if Adam West was still alive, I think I would like to meet Adam West.
I think it would be like, oh, Adam West, but like those two played a really big part of my childhood, so that's why and I literally was tearing up a little bit after I came to the realization, because like holy shit, like you just catch flashbacks of like childhood and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh my god, like I just remember being 8 years old, coming home after school and watching that fucking show and just being like mesmerized for like 25 minutes or 30 minutes rather with commercials.
He's still the voice of a lot of the video game versions of Batman too.
Yeah, he just did a fucking voiceover work for the Screw Battle, the fucking death match. They had Batman versus the Black Panther.
Okay.
So he did the voice for that.
Really?
I'm finding out that voiceover actors don't get a lot of money. They have to be constantly grinding to get money. They're
always working. A lot of times they have no clue. Most of them don't know what video game they're working on or anything else.
Yeah.
That's I think the biggest thing that when they went on strike is because they don't know how to negotiate their deal. Compared to you doing an indie game versus doing a Mass Effect, different publishers have probably a lot more money to pay you for the amount of work that you're doing. Especially if they don't tell you you're the lead character or anything like that, and you realize that, and you're like, well, fuck.
Who said that? It was the guy who does the voice for Drake, right? Like he was like, I have no idea what I'm doing a voice for.
Yes, was that Nolan?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I saw that article. I just don't know who said it.
It might have been Nolan North. Which I've got to wonder, will Nolan North come and do Daredevil or not Deadpool for the animated series? That's still pushing through with Glover and his brother.
I'm pretty sure they'll probably get Donald Glover to voice Deadpool. Don't you think?
I don't think so. I think I don't think so. Apparently, they both got a thank you on the new Black Panther movie that's coming out this weekend. For helping with the
they got a thank you for the album?
For the movie that's coming out, they apparently read the script and helped with some of the character backgrounds and the different how they should interact with each other. And I guess the director used a lot of those notes. So the Glover brothers are building up to be something big. So
they got Atlanta, so
they do. That's coming back next month, I think.
March, yeah.
So watch for that. Well, this show, what we're going to be talking about is Lobo might be Baytastic. Friday the 13th is getting a single player, and Disney releases some of their shows that will be coming to the new streaming service. So, Josh, what we're going to talk about later on is what Disney show or movie would you like to see added to the streaming service, like either a something that was made originally and now could come back, or a movie that was made by Disney that you can make into a series or another movie. We'll discuss that. So tweet us if you're listening to the show on Frackin' Nerds on Facebook or on Twitter. But first, it looks like Lucky Charms is retiring one of their marshmallows this spring.
Oh, no.
Can you guess which one it is, Joshua?
What's the most insensitive one that could be considered insensitive? The fairy marshmallow one or something?
I don't know. None of them are offensive, as far as I know.
Somebody might consider it offensive.
It's going to be the Hourglass.
The fuck? I didn't even know there was an Hourglass one.
It was introduced in 2008, and a representative of General Mills told People magazine that, but as with any Hourglass, its time is up. Now, I mean, did they run out of a color? I mean, who was just going, we need to get rid of the Hourglass. It's our sales are down because of that problem.
I don't know, man. I mean, Lucky Charms kind of made a mistake. I just saw someone post a picture of chocolate Lucky Charms.
What?
And I was just like, this is disgusting on all levels.
The original lineup, which debuted in 1963, included green clovers, pink hearts, orange stars, yellow moons. Since then, only the pink heart has remained in the mix.
Oh.
Other shapes.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Lucky Charms. I never really ate it that much, so I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Other shapes that have gone to the Lucky Charms graveyard. Blue Diamond in 1975, which was the year I was born, so I apparently never got to taste the Blue Diamond.
No.
Purple Horseshoe in 83, the Swirled Whale in 86, the Red Balloon in 89, the Rainbow in 92, the Pot of Gold in 94, and Shooting Star in 1998.
Who the fuck just said they gotta go?
Yeah,
Whose idea was
these
this?
purple. I know, that's what I'm like. Do they really
This
need to?
hourglass is too much. We gotta get rid of it.
Is that the way do they rebrand it? Is we're gonna get rid of one, but we're gonna introduce another shape and another color, which taste all the same.
No one gives a shit about what the marshmallows or the flavors.
No. If you were at a trivia game, could you guess all the shapes that have been retired? Fuck no, you couldn't.
I didn't even know. I honest to God didn't even know they got retired. This is news to me. Blue diamonds, red balloon. I think I remember a red balloon, but what the fuck? So what? They just felt like an hourglass is not lucky anymore. It's not a very lucky charm. We got to
I guess not.
Put in a new one.
But they got rid of the Pot of Gold, Shooting Stars. Well, I mean, the swirled wheel. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, why would you get rid of the Pot of Gold? It's a leprechaun.
Exactly.
He's your spokesperson.
It makes no sense at all.
Watch, they're gonna fucking do a promotion with Pandora charm bracelets.
I'm just waiting for them to release a limited edition box of the old retired shapes. So get your collectors one last time. Have your blue diamond.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Well, Amazon is going to now deliver whole food products to your home in under 2 hours.
Oh yeah, that's even going to be expensive. That's only for rich people.
Apparently, it'll just cost you $8 more to get your order delivered in 1 hour, but you have to at least spend $35 at Whole Foods, so you can buy pretty much a
whopping
box,
2 items.
Yeah, a box of cereal from Whole Foods. As long as it's delivered anywhere from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m., so no super late night ordering. And currently, only people in Austin, Cincinnati, Dallas, and Virginia Beach will be getting the chance to try these out, which I'm surprised, like New York. But there must be not a lot of great warehouses close around to you all. Would that be the issue?
In Manhattan, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a problem, but Brooklyn, well, not really. I don't know if there's a Whole Foods market in the Bronx, but I know there's one in Brooklyn. I know there's one in Manhattan, and I know.
But you guys already have Queens, services where they'll just deliver it to you, right? Because
yeah, we do.
Stuff is close enough.
I don't know if the cost of gas and deliveries, because if there's not one in the Bronx, I don't think they're gonna deliver one in the Bronx. They'll do deliveries in the Bronx, but in Manhattan, I can see them saying, okay, we have this in Manhattan only. Because there's a bunch of Whole Food markets in fucking Manhattan. So why wouldn't they, right?
Exactly.
No, that doesn't make any sense to me.
No, and they
would
usually
not have it
launch
in New York.
stuff around your area, so that's what I'm surprised that it's holding off. And I'm really surprised with Cincinnati, but I don't know. Maybe they've.
Yeah, I've seen the Cincinnati. I don't know how they got that, but all right.
I don't either. I mean, I was figuring somewhere like Louisville, here, because we've got major warehouses. Well, but we only have 2 Whole Foods, so maybe it's amount of Whole Foods in the locations.
And it's fucking Amazon. They're $1 billion corporation. They could afford
exactly to move it in
or whatever.
Well, I'm gonna hold this story off since Kennedy is not here. But I'll put this on the back burner. We'll talk about it next week, hopefully. That Old Spice.
What, the D&D thing?
Yeah, Old Spice is creating their own D&D character class, and since Kennedy is the uber nerd in regards to that kind of gaming, we'll hold off and let him kind of give his 2 cents on it. We'll push that back for next week. So that.
I wanted to talk about the D&D.
It's all next week then.
All right.
Well, then it looks like rumors are going around that Joaquin Phoenix is looking to play the Joker in the standalone film.
It sounded like you said Joaquin Phoenix.
It is. It's Joaquin, isn't it?
No, it's Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Joaquin Phoenix. It sounds like you're saying walking Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Like he's a walking Phoenix.
Well, Joaquin Phoenix is looking to be in Joker in the new Todd Phillips, who directed The Hangover.
Why is it Todd Phillips? I thought it was Martin Scorsese.
No, that is I don't know if that's Scorsese's maybe producing this one, right?
I don't know. I saw.
Or is this another one that's on that DC we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just throwing darts at boards and maybe something will stick.
Because Todd, so basically, what is this going to be, a comedy or? Todd Phillips does comedies. I think he only did one serious movie. And that was that movie. Like even that was a fucking comedy with the fat guy and the skinny guy from Fantastic Four.
Which one was that? Oh,
Something
oh,
War Dogs or something like
oh,
that.
with what's his name?
Jonah
Yeah,
Hill and
Jonah Hill.
fucking douchebag actor.
Yeah, it looked like a kind of a. I never saw it, but it looked like a comedy,
Yeah, so
like a dark comedy, maybe.
so Todd Phillips is mostly a comedy director, so why would they have him like I don't know. This is just a weird fucking thing.
I that's it. It just seems like DC doesn't know what's going on. Apparently, it's going to fall under a yet to be announced new banner of DC Comics, giving the studios opportunity to expand the canon of the iconic comic book characters and unique story angles that aren't included. Oh, excuse me, in the current cinematic universe.
Pig. I think they're going the like I said in one of the shows. I feel like they said, "Oh, we're successful with our animated movies, so let's just translate that into actual movies." And I don't think that's gonna work either, because it'll just confuse people even more.
Do you think they should have done? Well, I mean, because the animated movies are all usually based upon comic series that most of us have either read or know about, so we understand that. Wait a minute, how is Batman in fighting Jack the Ripper, but he should be fighting the Joker? Did he live this? No, we understand that it's a different story, different.
It's an
multiverse.
Elseworld tale. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting to to a certain extent, but it's like, is it gonna be a successful formula? And I don't think so, because like I said, it'll confuse people.
It will.
Like people will be like, hey, wait a minute, wasn't the Joker like with tattoos on his face and shit at Suicide Squad? Like, what the fuck is this?
That's the problem
And
they're running into. Is Marvel has already created that connected universe.
Yeah, and they tried to do the connecting universe and they failed.
Oh,
and
they failed. I think
is
it's
that the
funny.
word we're gonna say?
I think it's funny that people are
failed,
still wanting that Snyder cut. Like that's going to be the redeeming factor of the Justice League. It's like, oh, Joss Whedon is what made it bad. Is that what we feel?
I don't know. I mean, but then again, there's so much bullshit with the Snyder cut. It's like one minute you read there was Green Lantern, you hear it was like this, you hear that, you hear Superman was murking motherfuckers and shit, and then it's like, no, it was only like 2 or 3 things, and you're like, well, what can we believe? The internet is very, fickle with its
Well, when there was talks that he
facts.
had the black costume, where would it have worked in the movie? Where would they have had time to introduce the black costume and then go, dude, you need to calm down, put on the red and blue.
No, here's the thing though. Like it was reported, I don't know how true this was he gets brainwashed by Steppenwolf, and he wears the black suit because Steppenwolf is like, hey, you got to wear this, because black means bad. That means you're a bad guy. So that's where it happened. I mean, we know there is proof that the fucking black suit exists. We just don't know how it was introduced in the movie. That makes sense though if that's what happened. Who knows, man?
So by
like,
then account,
fucking,
he would have had to raised him at the beginning of the movie, right?
I think you see him in the beginning of the movie do that because he's like right off the bat, we got to get the Kryptonian or something like that. Because his main goal was to get the Kryptonian to fight for him.
And wouldn't that made more
something like
sense connection wise at the end of the first move with the Batman versus Superman, where the dirt is rising?
Well, right? Like that played no part in the fucking like anything.
Yeah.
Like there's been no explanation about that ending. And maybe Snyder's cut had a connection to that. Who knows? We don't know.
No, we don't know.
Fucking Warner Brothers execs are morons. And, we've heard various stories about them.
Yes.
So who knows, man? Like, I don't think it'll ever. The only way we'll get to see that cut is if somebody steals it, or Snyder just like forgets it one day while riding a plane.
Whoops! I leaked it. All right.
Like, oh, man, I literally forgot that I had my cut and I left it on the plane on American Airlines next to a guy who fucking runs a torrent website. That thing.
Exactly. Well, another rumor that's going around is apparently Michael Bay or his production company may be taking over the Lobo adaptation.
I could see that. Lots of explosions.
Apparently, Bay met with DC to discuss the project and gave some notes to the Wonder Woman director Jason Fuchs. I just don't know.
Is he a popular enough character to get his own movie? This is kind of like Black Widow territory for me. Like, is Lobo popular enough that people are going to be like, oh, we got to watch this movie?
Oh. Well, the problem you run into it, aren't you getting more of them people be like, well, it just feels like a Deadpool movie? Like with the crash and the violence and the cussing?
No, not really, because it's kind of a different, like, type of fucking, like, genre of, like, character. Because he's kind of like, I'm the main man, da-da-da-da, I'm out for myself. Deadpool's just an asshole, in a sense.
Oh, I got
like,
you, okay.
So you kind of, like, how does that work, in a sense? Like, how does it work? Like, how do you make this movie, in my eyes, to make it popular?
Know.
Because people were clamoring for a Deadpool movie for the longest. But Lobo? Like, when the fuck was Lobo popular enough to be like, let's make a Lobo movie?
He never was really majorly popular. He's kind of like a cult following.
Yeah, like I know one actor, he was like in the program, he like dressed up as Lobo. He's like, oh, we could do it. He was campaigning for a Lobo movie, but...
Well, do you remember who else said he was going to be Lobo?
Was it Momoa or
no,
Danny Trejo?
It was The Rock. Said that
fuck out of here.
There was the rumors, and now it makes sense because director Brad Payton was apparently attached to direct. And the movies that he's recently done is San Andreas and Rampage. So now I could see how The Rock's name was getting tossed around. And this one...
What was that, like, fucking Brad Payton saying that then? Because I can't see him wanting to be Lobo.
Maybe, I don't know. He really wants to be Black Adam, that's for sure.
No, but you know why he wants to be Black Adam? Because he wants to have that iconic fight with Superman.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think anybody told him, like, listen, dude, I don't mean to, like, you know... No, they really don't fight each other like that. Like, and if they did, you know, Superman would probably like beat him. Like,
exactly.
It'd probably be an okay fight for like 2 seconds, but then Superman's like, no more. Like, I don't think people tell that man no. Like, seriously.
Who's that? The Rock?
The Rock.
Yeah, no.
I don't think no one tells that man no. Like, I don't think this is a good idea. Like, no one told him like, hey, we think this movie's a bad idea. What? It's a guy without a fucking leg, you know, climbing and jumping in a skyscraper.
No, I know. Did he look like he even has a limp in that movie either?
I don't fucking
Shouldn't
know.
he have a limp?
No, not really. They don't really walk with a limp. They kind of walk like not with a limp, but their leg is a little stiff.
Okay.
So it's basically
it still would be
like the guy from Broken Lizard. He has a leg, a amputated leg.
Which guy is that?
So the rabbit.
Oh, really?
So you notice how he walks. He kind of walks like his leg is a little straight, straight.
I'll have to pay attention now when I see Super Troopers on 420.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, like it's just like who told him like, yeah, this is a good idea. We should do this movie. Like, no, it's not. Like,
Dwayne, we're gonna do Die Hard again, okay? Sure, but I need to look tougher. How can we make you look tougher? What if I'm missing a leg? You're right.
No, but it's like, what's the premise of this movie? He's like a ex-FBI negotiator who gets framed for murder. Like, I was like, what? And he's missing a leg. Like, how many fucking subplots do you need? Like, does he really need? And then, did you see this? Like, on the internet, like, physicists and scientists were like doing the jump that he does in the poster.
Oh God!
And he's like, they basically were like, he's not making this jump regardless. Like, no way in hell from that angle, like he makes that jump, and I'm just laughing my ass off.
Oh yeah, there's major clearances that he is not going to catch. It's like, nope, I don't believe this jump. Now it's like the gorilla gonna jump up and grab him.
I think that was hilarious.
What's that?
He spoils the movie because, like, if you watch the trailer, it's like, all right, he's a ex-military guy, because from the trailer you look at it, he's a military guy, gets into an explosion, loses his leg, and then gets brought into like the security place, and then it gets taken over. He's like, oh, my character was an ex-FBI negotiator who loses his leg and becomes a security personnel guy who gets framed for murder and has to save his family. I'm like, what the fuck? Couldn't you have left something out? I wanted to be surprised. Like, why, Rock? Why?
Nope, he's got to sell it.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, yeah, that movie looks bad.
It does.
So check out Skyscraper. What one's that?
And then before you see Skyscraper, go see Rampage.
Oh. I like when they go directed by the man who did San Andreas. I was like, no, you're not selling me. No.
No. And then he puts I used to throw quarters into this game. I'm like, dude, you probably played that game 2 times. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking play this. Because I ain't never met someone that goes, oh, I loved Rampage the game. Like, fuck out of here.
I did like Rampage the game, so back off,
there
man.
you go. You're the first person that I've met that liked Rampage the game.
I did like it. I like playing with Lizzie, and then when I see what she looks like, and I'm just like, oh, God, it reminds me of Godzilla.
They don't even look like the fucking game.
No, they
characters.
don't. No. And it just, that movie looks like a pile of shit.
It does.
Well, another movie that could be a big pile of shit is apparently V cannot die, so they're relaunching another V the movie that's coming out soon.
Okay.
And,
wasn't this a miniseries in the 80s?
Well, it was a miniseries movie, and then it became a series for a few years, and then they tried
on
doing
sci-fi.
No, not sci-fi. It was like ABC or NBC was the original one,
Oh,
and
okay.
then somebody tried to relaunch it again, like just 5 or 10 years ago, and it didn't really go anywhere. It had the girl from Deadpool and Firefly in it as the main baddie in it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Wasn't that on Sci-Fi Channel?
No. Sci-Fi might have picked it up, but I think originally I can't remember where that one was.
Maybe
aired.
it was ABC too.
Yeah, it was on a local network.
Oh.
Yeah, 2009 is when the reboot came out. Let's see, 83 is when the miniseries, followed by 84 they had a sequel, and then a short-lived series in 85. The original series had Freddy Krueger in it. Well, not Freddy Krueger, but you know what I'm talking about.
Freddy. That's all that guy's going to be known for.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, aren't you Freddy Krueger? No, I'm Robert Englund.
The movie will be the first project for the reborn Desilu Studios that originally was founded in 1950. I don't know who unearthed their studio recently.
I never heard of the studio. Did they have failures, upon failures?
It was the original studio that was created by Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball.
And they're gonna remake fucking that movie.
Yes, that's the one.
Did you want to do a comedy first?
Yeah.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
Here's what they've released. We're delighted to team up with Desilu to bring the timeless and timely story of resistance against tyranny into the 21st century. V will be the first of a cinematic trilogy which would tell the full epic tale in the manner I've always envisioned. Yeah, go ahead and just say it's going to be a trilogy. That's going to go real well. You have to keep watching.
I don't know.
There's going to be more. No, we don't. No.
Oh, you could pretty much do that movie in two hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes top.
You could tell us your story. We'll be good. Yeah. Nobody's been going, we need another V movie. No.
Yeah. Nobody, seriously, did we really need a fucking V?
We get it. You hate Trump, and you're just trying to make movies that pretty much tell us you hate Trump.
You know what? Yeah, I agree with you on that. That seems to be the Hollywood director.
Whenever
right
they
now.
say it's timely and tyranny, it's like, we know what you're doing. It's you're not hiding your hand at all. Well, it looks like everybody's getting a new Star Wars film. The most recently announced is the creators of the Game of Thrones TV series, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, are looking to have their own saga to be coming soon.
Now, is this going to be a TV show or a movie series?
This is going to be the movie series.
Ooh, I wonder what could it be. Well, I saw Knights of the Republic.
Well, weren't we all thinking that Rian Johnson maybe? But he's came back and said he's not going to do Knights of the Republic. So I don't know. But they would be good with it, right?
Republic. What happened?
I said they would be good with this.
I mean,
someone's gonna have
they
to
allow
go.
nudity or curse and killing.
Nope, not with Disney, because we'll find out with their new streaming service. We're not gonna be doing any of that. Because it won't be that violent then, I guess.
I don't know, man. That's a tough sell. That's I don't know how that's gonna work.
See, they're never going to have it very violent or especially nudity, because they consider Star Wars to be a family show.
There's got to be something, right? Some sex scene. I mean, you can't be Game of Thrones. You can't go from Game of Thrones to like PG Star Wars, right?
It's going to be interesting.
Throw a curse in there, or a cock or something, or the new and old gods.
They said these are not going to be episodic films post Episode 9, nor they're going to be the Rian Johnson series of movies. This will be something new, and they're not starting until Game of Thrones is completely done. They're currently filming the final season
30
right now.
years from now.
No, Game of Thrones is done after 2019.
Oh, what about the spin-offs? They won't have any say-so with the spin-offs?
I think other people are going to be taking over those.
Okay.
Now, they were creating a series for HBO that was What If the South won, and they got a lot of heat for that.
Why?
Because I think black people were going to still be oppressed in this because of the South and slavery and everything else, and so they were just like, oh, we can't. I guess some people are worried that if you show a series that may give people an idea or something. I guess that's what they're worried about.
Isn't there a show like that on Amazon Prime, like What If Hitler Won?
Yeah, that's fine. The Jewish people don't get upset that often. It's when you start messing with black people, they get a little perturbed. They don't want crazy white people to go, oh, that was a good idea back then. Let's put them back on and make them do our work for us.
I guess. I don't know. That's weird, but all right.
Yeah, it's
I wouldn't even say I wouldn't even have said it would be an interesting concept, because I'd be like, really? That's what you want to go with? Unless like something cool happened.
Well, that's what they were going with, and yeah, apparently they got a lot of heat, and then they're like, okay, we'll do the Star Wars thing. That'll be fine. Which will probably get them more heat than What If the South won. Well, Disney came out with some information in regards to their new Disney streaming service. Like I say, we're getting way too many streaming services. It's going to be ridiculous. ESPN just announced that they're going to have their own for like $5 a month. So we're going to be paying cable prices for all our streaming very, very soon. Here's some of the stuff that they apparently discussed. There's going to be, like they've talked about in the last 10 years, Star Wars TV series, a live-action Marvel show, an animated series based on Monsters, Inc., a high school musical television show. I know Jason Crow is excited for that.
Zac Efron!
And then a couple new movies, including Lady and the Tramp, because that's what we've all been wondering, is what those two damn dogs have been doing. The Paper Magician, Stargirl, and Togo. And other projects including Three Men and a Baby, Sword in the Stone, and Timmy Failure. Who has been asking for 3 Men and a Baby except for the ghost kid in the first one, really? Did you ever hear that story about the ghost kid?
That's deep.
3 Men and a Baby.
I don't know. Maybe in this day and age, we need a good role model for men. And, 3 Men and a Baby was that movie. It kind of painted women in a negative light, but still, that movie will teach any man, like, let's be a dad.
Did it? I never really watched it. Just wasn't calling my name to watch 3 Men.
I grew up like I had to watch it, and fucking, we all love fucking Tom Selleck and Steve Guttenberg, and who was the other guy?
Shit.
See, who was the other guy?
All I remember is the ghost kid. That's all I remember.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that shit.
And apparently it was just a stand-up for, actually I have to write 3. 3 Men. There we go. Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg. Oh, remember they made 3 Men and a Little Lady, too.
Yeah, that was
Ted Danson. Oh, poor Ted Danson.
Ted Danson. Shit, how can I not remember Ted Danson?
So Steve Guttenberg must be the one pushing this, right?
Not really.
Both Ted and Tom got work right now.
Nah, I think Gutenberg's on Ballers.
Is he?
Yeah.
You can see he must have came in the second season because I stopped watching after the first season.
Yeah, he was. Was it the second season? I think it was the third season.
Oh, they're already 3 seasons in?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
The first season ended when they left the company. The second season ended with him getting the surgery, and the third season that just ended was him trying to buy the team.
Oh, spoilers.
Bringing a team to Las Vegas. And Gutenberg played like the owner of the Raiders or some shit like that.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, can I just, I want to hear your thoughts, and know this is going to take a lot of our nerd listeners out of it, but I was just reading a report, he was saying ballers, that LeVar Burroughs came out and said that if the Lakers don't sign his other 2 kids, that the oldest is going to be going to another team or something.
You ever saw those what are those parents called? The ones that ruin their kids' careers?
The helicopter parents?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
This is patent. Like especially if they win with him, I think he'd be stupid to do that because like nobody's gonna like Magic Johnson's not gonna like allow this to happen.
Yeah, let me waste 2 roster spots on your other kids.
Well, not necessarily, but they would probably put them like whatchamacallit, on the minor league team because J.R. Smith, when he signed with the Knicks, had it stipulated in his contract that his brother had to be signed to the minor league team for a salary of like $1.5 million.
Well, I think he's saying these kids all have to be on the same team.
No, that's it's not unlikely they might try to say, hey, listen, we'll sign them to like the practice squad or something like that. But if he really demands that, he's an idiot and he's ruining the potential good career of his main son. Because the other 2, I don't think are going to be that good, especially the little one, because he's a fucking retard when it comes to playing basketball.
Yeah, I heard he's not good.
Yeah, it's not that he's not good. I feel like throwing fucking 93s in one quarter, and
what?
Everybody's like, yeah, like he's like horrible. Like, yeah, he scored like, what was it? In high school he scored like a fucking 100 points or something like that, but nobody looked at the stat line. He was like 30 for like 69.
Oh, so he pulled a Kobe like his last game.
Yeah, like he was shooting like ridiculous shots, and like nobody told him anything. Like even the Lithuanian coach is like, he does whatever the fuck he wants to do, so we don't tell him anything. But when we start playing like the real game, it's gonna be a wake up call for him. So.
Oh yeah.
Because people don't realize they were playing like these were like bullshit games. Like no one's playing for anything. Like it wasn't like a regular season. It was just like exhibition games.
Oh.
So these guys they're playing against are not gonna try to like play them hard or anything like that.
No. You're not gonna try to get yourself hurt in a preseason game in essence. Oh boy. Yeah, I think he's gonna ruin his oldest son's career with making these demands, because then any team's like, no, I don't want to deal with their dad and these crazy ass, if all 3 of them.
The Lakers like have fucking like stipulations now where it's like the media can't talk to him like at the games. Like
really?
They told him like, hey, shut the fuck up about criticizing the coach. Like, I mean, honestly, I think he's just opening his mouth to stay relevant.
Yes.
But on the flip side, it works because like. The thing is, going back to the Lithuanian team, they were like in the, what's it, the black or the red? What is it when you're broke?
You're in the red.
They were in the red. They weren't paying their players on time. They weren't making any money. They go over there and everything's back to like, they're making money. Players are getting their checks on time. Like,
oh, so it was positive for them.
It's positive. So unless the positivity stops, it's not gonna stop for him. Like as long as he's making money and he's getting exposure and people are making money off of him, he's not going away. I just feel like him saying that is just stupid, and a lot of people in the media are not gonna like him, and it's just gonna create bad publicity and bad camaraderie for his kid.
I think so, very much so. So. That'll be interesting to see how this saga goes. Well, we'll continue on a saga that was created in 1984. Usagi Yombi, is it Jimby? How do you say that?
Yoshami Jimbo.
Oh, thank you, Jimbo.
Yoshami, the bunny, right?
The bunny, the samurai bunny.
Yeah, I always liked him.
He is getting his own animated series soon.
That's cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has a cult following, but like, was
He
he ever
does.
introduced in the cartoon at any point after like the '90s cartoon?
Yes, he has actually been in
Okay,
3 versions of the cartoon.
okay, that's cool because I know he was a very popular character. I just never I can't. Hopefully it'll work.
He showed up like a 3-episode arc on the last run of the most recent Turtles, but they were doing kind of a what if storyline or whatever because he never was ever introduced into the history until then. And
Because isn't he like from like feudal Japan?
Yeah.
Like, isn't he like? Okay.
like 17th century.
Yeah. Wouldn't that have been cool if he was in part 3? Like,
When they travel in time?
yeah, when they traveled into feudal Japan.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
I literally thought that as a kid. I was like, "Oh, Yoshimi Jimbo's gonna be in it." And like, nope.
No, we're not. Amazon apparently is developing a new Conan the Barbarian series.
I saw this.
I guess they, along with their Lord of the Rings based series, I guess they're really trying to find a Game of Thrones, kind of their own standalone.
Nah, that's not gonna work.
Apparently, executive producers are some of the directors that have worked on Fargo, The Handmaid's Tale, and a Game of Thrones director who co-created Colony are going to be working on it.
Shows that have no indication that this is going to be a good idea.
No, it's again, it just feels like people throwing. I mean, once again, why don't you just create a new series either based upon kind of the style of Conan the Barbarian and create your own history instead of like.
You know what's going to happen? You know, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They're going to do this show, spend all this money, and my fucking Amazon Prime membership's going to go up.
Yes. We have to pay for Arnold to show up in the series finale on.
No, they're gonna get the guy from the Conan show from syndication.
Oh my god,
the guy that was in Gladiator,
No.
the German dude.
That's who they're gonna go snag.
He's gonna be the guy who makes a cameo. Like, oh, you remember him? You mean the guy from fucking Beer Fest?
I don't think he would look well unless he's a bad guy or something, right?
Nah, it'll probably be like a mentor.
Okay.
They're probably gonna get somebody to like if they do that show. It's either gonna be that guy or some other fucking guy who has a connection to Conan playing the father that dies. It has to be.
Also, the movie when they rebooted the movie didn't go anywhere. So
no, it didn't.
So I'm confused.
And then I felt bad for Momoa because Momoa was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do the sequel and we're gonna do like all these mystical monsters and all this shit." And I'm like, "Nah, they're not. They're not gonna do any of this.
No, they're not.
This movie sucked."
You just look like Drago in that. I mean, they didn't make you change anything.
Nah, they just took off the eyeliner.
That's the problem. Is he just every time I see him, he doesn't look any different.
I don't think they need him to look like. Imagine when I wonder, because he's gonna be in The Crow. Like, how's that gonna work?
I don't know. And the Crow's not big and bulky either, right? He's always kind of a skinny guy.
He's kind of a skinny, lanky dude. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's another series. That's not. I mean, I'm just like, who's going? This is what would work. No.
Well, they did come out with 2 sequels afterwards, but they weren't that good.
No, weren't they like straight to? Were they ever go to the movies, or were they straight to DVD?
The second one came out, and the third one was straight to DVD. That was the one with Furlong.
With Furlong,
I actually they had fucking Walt Groggins in it too.
Well, didn't it have Angel in there also?
Yeah, they had Boreanaz. Boreanaz was the main bad guy. They had Tommy Chong's kid in there. They had that guy, Remo Williams was the... No, I'm sorry. Remo Williams was the... Actually, no, I'm sorry. 1, 2... 2 came out in the movie theaters, and then the other 2 came out in fucking straight to DVD. There was 4 of them, actually. I apologize. Fucking Macy Gray was in the one with Boreanaz.
Macy Gray?
Yeah, she was Dennis Hopper's girlfriend, and then she gets shot and dies.
Oh, God. Did she have that annoying voice and everything?
That is her voice.
Oh, okay. That's why I think her voice is annoying.
That's not a gimmick.
I was like, hey, maybe she did the voice, or maybe she actually tried to do a different voice, or she was just like, oh, don't kill me.
I remember she was hot at the time, so they were like, hey, let's put you in the first Spider-Man movie.
Oh, I know. That's why when I saw her, I was like, dated. Because who's going to go back and watch this? Speaking of the Spider-Man movie, have you watched Molly's Game?
No, I have no interest in that movie. I actually saw like this is weird. I didn't know when that movie was supposed to come out. I saw the trailer and I was like, "Oh, this looks stupid." Not because of like, it just didn't make sense to me. I get out the movie that I was seeing and I see it across in the other theater and I was like, "This movie came out? Like, I didn't know anything about this."
It was very limited. They didn't have a major run. I watched it. It's actually very entertaining. There is a player X that she doesn't tell who it is. It's played by the guy from
Michael Cera?
Michael Cera. Apparently, it's Tobey Maguire is who this character actually is.
Oh, okay.
So when you go,
So Michael Cera doesn't play Michael Cera.
No, he is kind of playing Michael Cera.
No, I'm saying like I thought the actual actors were portraying themselves. That's why.
No, he's playing like they don't say Michael Cera, but he's playing a Hollywood actor.
Oh, he could have been Ben Affleck. You never know.
Well, that's true.
So what? Like they alluded that he was
He was the one that caused a lot of problems for her, but she never like came down and said who it was. And apparently, like Leonardo DiCaprio was a part of this, and Ben Affleck, and everything else.
Oh yeah, all the fucking degenerate gamblers. Anybody you've seen in the World Series of Poker where they were like, "Oh, I want to take my talents. I think I could play with the professionals," and like it doesn't work. You lose. Like
No.
these people do this shit every day of their lives.
Yes.
You do it for fun.
Yes, they know what they're doing. They're playing tight. They know how to play.
Yeah, like I thought that was funny. Like, like you see Ben Affleck at the World Series of Poker. I'm like, you just wasting money for what?
Well, he doesn't care.
But still, like you wasted money to play in something that really you shouldn't be playing in. Like, what? Whatever.
Yeah, like what's the highest a celebrity has gotten on there? Do we know?
I don't think they've made it past like the initial round.
World
Like-
Series Poker highest celebrity. Oops. I don't know if anybody's got any information. Let's just see. That's 2009, so that doesn't help me any. This is the 2015, the top Hollywood stars that competed in the World Series of Poker. Let's see who they've got the list of. James Woods, Jennifer Tilly, why? Matt
I can see
Damon,
James
Ben
Woods.
Affleck. Oh, is she married to Jennifer? Stacy's saying that Jennifer Tilly is married to a big poker star, so that's maybe why. Ray Romano.
God, was he in Molly's Game?
No, Ray Romano's not in Molly's Game.
Oh, I could have sworn I saw some like comedian actor like in that trailer.
Chris O'Donnell is in the. He looks a little bit like Ray Romano. Doesn't talk.
Oh,
about
the guy from fucking
IT crowd.
The IT crowd.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So he is.
I like him. He's funny.
You should check out Molly's Game. It's actually very entertaining. It moves very
All right.
quickly. I still haven't. I'm trying to like watch all the Oscar nominated movies, and I just cannot get through the Churchill movie. Just is very slow. So I've got like 3 more.
That was weird. I because I went to the movies on Saturday, and they were like, "Hey, if you want to watch all the best movie nomination movies, we have it for here, and either you could do it like in fucking sections, or you could stay for a whole 24 hours." And I told my buddy, I was like, "Who the fuck is gonna stay and watch all the best pictures nominated films for 24 hours straight? Like, why would anybody want to do that to themselves?"
I know, because one, they're all not the same kind of feeling and atmosphere. So you're gonna fall asleep during the darkest hours if you're in like time like 16 hours in or 20 hours in, you're falling asleep because it's slow.
Like,
it's just talk.
like, and how much is this package? Like, what are you charging for this? Like, is it $50? It can't be no more than $50.
Well, because
right?
you're talking about 10 films, and if they charge what's the average, about $11, $10, you say, so you were saying $50, then go half the price of the ticket cost of going to see all these movies individually.
I guess.
But yeah, no,
That's just weird. That is fucking weird. Like, who does that?
Now, do you have theaters that stay open 24 hours? Like,
No, not really. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, why? Like, who wants to stay at Times Square for 24 hours? Like, you go in at fucking 2:00 and then you come back. Like, you leave at 2. Like, who does that? Like,
yeah.
I would like to ask somebody that question. Like what are you trying to do here? Like, what's the plan here?
Yeah, what are you trying to get out of? You're not gonna.
Yeah.
You're not. It's like doing those food competitions. You don't enjoy it. You're like,
yeah, you're right.
yeah, you feel like shit afterwards. You're just like, well, I didn't
Like, I
get to.
just seen a fucking video about that guy that's been on Facebook. Like, I don't know if you've seen him. His name's like Ryan something, and like I guess Vice spoke with him, and he does not live a good life.
Oh, really?
Like, he's just doing it to do it, but he's like, I'm alone. I live with my parents. I'm basically broke.
This is a
And
food
I'm like,
competition guy?
he's a food, like, he goes across the world doing food competitions. His name's Ryan Satin. You know, he has his own website and stuff like that. But he was like, yeah, I'm all alone. I don't have a girlfriend. I'm single, and I live at home with my parents, and I'm broke. And I'm like, why are you doing this? And he's like, because I love it. Like, you know, that's what he was trying to say. He's like, this is my life. This is my dream. This is my passion. And I'm like, to eat food? Like, you can literally have a job and still do that, buddy. But all right. Like, if you ever get bored, like, just go on Facebook, and like, he just posted a video where he ate like a fucking, I would think it was like a 3-pound burger.
Oh.
And just watch how he does it too, and you're just like, you're literally making your life horrible, boy.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this?
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you, indeed. Right?
Exactly. Looks like Friday the 13th is going to get a single-player challenge. Do you have Friday the 13th?
No, my friend Steve wants me to play it, but like, those type of games are not interesting to me. But he says it's fun. But I probably will get it now that it has a single-player thing. Because so what? Like, you got to play as Jason or the camp counselor?
No, you're Jason, and you got to hunt down the counselors before they realize that you're killing them and try to escape.
Oh, it's like a stealth mode type thing,
Yeah.
right? Which, that makes sense.
You wait for them to get into a different location. There's different kill scenes, kind of like the Punisher game or something like that. So it looks interesting. Yeah, like I told you, when I was playing it last time, these kids were sacrificing each other to me. It was nice.
Oh, that's cool. What's
TJ.
interesting, whatever happened to that game, was it called Evolve? Like, did that game just like totally like fall off the face of Earth?
It did. It dropped quickly. I mean, I think they turned it into a free to play at one point.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Because I was like, oh, this is like the same premise as Evolve. Like, but what happened to that game? Did that game not get popular?
Nope. It died. It died quickly. So I guess the Jason one kind of works because it's fun to play as Jason or trying to stop him as a. But I mean, in the Evolve game, you're trying to destroy the monster, or the monster's trying to kill you. But in the Jason game, you're trying to escape. So there's multiple ways of escaping. So I guess there's things that you can work towards. You can play alone. You can play with other people. So there's a little more options, I guess.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, Google is apparently working on a video game streaming service because we need more of those.
Doesn't like Steam have that like down packed already? Like,
yes. Or
it's like,
well, wait, no, because Steam is not Twitch though, right? Steam actually Twitch is different. Steam actually made they started their own because of certain games were not allowed to be played on Twitch. So they have started their own version of this.
Also, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I got confused. Streaming as in I want to stream me playing video games while people watch.
Hold on. Oh, wait. Let me. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's actual, like, maybe they're doing the gaming, like, actual. Now I'm confused on what this article is about.
Yeah, because like I'm like, wait a minute, don't you mean like, you want us to stream?
Oh, so it
games?
is okay. So it is streaming games. There's another service that's working on this that's trying to do it also, to where you would stream, and they're looking to possibly, like even doing with PlayStation and stuff like this. I guess so. Yeah. So I guess they're looking to do the same thing as where you would stream the game into your computer without having to. But lag could be the major issues with playing. No, I thought at first I was reading this article. I thought it was just in regards to another video streaming site. I was like, why?
Yeah, no.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe it would help in regards to playing games but you better have a good internet connection, and nobody's sucking on it.
Yeah, fucking Matt has the PlayStation streaming service where you get to like pay a monthly fee and stuff like that, and sometimes it'll lag. And I kind of told him, I was like, maybe you need to put this as a wired connection. I don't know. It's just a suggestion.
Yeah,
And he's
exactly.
like, why? And he's like, well, because when you do it through Wi-Fi connectivity, it's not as strong, you know? So maybe you should work on that.
Well, why? I mean,
So,
yeah, because with wired, you've got at least a 300 megabytes per second, where with Wi-Fi, you don't know what you're getting, and it'll constantly
yeah,
changed.
yeah, I kind of I kind of like, the light bulb went in his head, like, oh, I'm like, yeah.
All right. Well, then that will bring the show to a close. Joshua, if I can hit the music right. Nope, it's just going to lock up. It'll probably come on here in a second and then just fade out.
Oh, you gonna play Batman?
No, not gonna, just play my normal bump out music. What'd you learn this week?
I learned that you could be a very beautiful woman.
I was surprised by that also. I was just like, wow, because
I was like,
I've seen some really ugly women and ugly men on that Facebook thing. So,
I was
yeah.
like, Crow had it, but then Doc came and swooped it back up.
Surprise! Like, hold my beer, Crow.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit! Look at this fucking stunner.
I know, because it doesn't even look anything like me. So,
No, it doesn't.
No, which is good because I was hoping it wasn't just like a weird transvestite version of myself. So,
Oh, that would have been better.
there are some that look like transvestites. Like,
My buddy did one, and he looks like his mom, which I
Oh.
thought was hilarious.
well, like this friend of mine, he looks like his daughter, like dead up, like how one of his daughters looks. I was just like, it looks like her. So I guess Joshua, you're next. We need to see how you would look as a chick.
yeah, I don't do those things. If you never noticed,
Oh, yeah, no. You
you've
don't.
never noticed. I've never done like, oh, who's your top 10 friend and who's your. I don't do those things because you know how it works. It's like the people that just fucking like message you the most or like just post on your page the most. That's what it is.
Oh yeah, exactly. All right, so yeah, and I learned what I learned this week is that Joshua now is, I think right now is officially, I'll have to pull it, is the only one that has met Batman. So
Right. Yes. That is going to be my new tag when I come onto the show.
That's right.
I'm the only man that's ever met a Batman. So now I got to meet Keaton, and then I've got two Batmans.
Well, no, now you need to meet at least either Iron Man or Superman. Don't you think?
Okay. All right. I think I'll bump into Cavill. I mean, I know some people.
Well, I think Superman's going to be a lot easier than Iron Man's, unless you meet a random Iron Man actor that did the voice for it. That'd be it.
Oh,
But nothing
God.
is powerful. But you'd have to just, I mean, you
Not that. Because there's the one who does the voice, like Tony Stark. I don't know. Remember the one that was really cool that Jeff Loeb made it?
Yeah,
That guy was doing the voice like as if he was fucking Robert Downey Jr.
he did exactly like
I'd-
Robert Downey Jr.
I'd probably want to meet that guy, but not the one who did the one from like the 90s. That guy.
No,
was a
no.
douche.
So really, you're going to have to meet Robert Downey Jr.'s with that. With Superman, you've got a few.
No, I'd rather meet fucking. Well, then again, I could meet Dean Cain.
Dean Cain, I think, is going to be the easiest one to meet.
Nah, I think Cavill's the easiest one to
You
meet.
think?
Yeah, because he like fucking walks in downtown Manhattan.
Oh,
Nobody pays
okay. Well, you
attention.
have more of an opportunity. I just figured Dean Cain would probably be hanging out somewhere. Like, I got nothing to do, so yeah. You want an autograph? Here you go.
Nah, I don't ask for autographs unless like I'm at a convention or something.
I know, because that's when they're working. That's when you ask for an autograph.
Yeah, like I don't want to be like. If I do, it'll be like, hey, are you like? Can I take a picture? Can I like? Are you cool with that? And if they say no, like no problem.
Yeah,
Which is happening.
well, one, I would rather get a photo because you're not carrying around a Superman item. Like, oh, can you autograph? Oh, let me let you autograph this subway ticket, please, because I have nothing else I'm carrying. That's gonna be worth something one day.
I've seen people do that, and I think that's dumb.
It is dumb. Just either...
Like one person, I hate to cut you off. Like
No.
I thought this was weird. You know who Mark Anthony is, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's like from the Bronx, I think. So like they show him like walking around in the Bronx, and like they're like, oh my God, Mark Anthony! And somebody actually made him like sign their light bill, Con Ed, which is. And I just thought, what if you have to like pay that off, like return that, like, oh, Mark Anthony signed this. Well, still, you got to give us back the paper.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It's not worth anything. We're not cutting your bill in half. We're
No.
still cutting your power off. So sorry about that. God. That's why you don't. Yeah, because what's the point of look? Oh, look, I've got this framed electric bill with Mark Anthony's signature on it.
Yeah. Like, why? Why would you want this? Like, what purpose does it serve? Did he pay it? No. Then fuck off.
And here's my my where I didn't get pregnant thing with Jessica Simpson signed on it there too. So it's gonna be worth something. All right.
Oh my God, a girl that didn't get pregnant that's a fan of Jessica Simpson? I didn't know those exist.
It happens. All right. So if you're listening to the show, remember check out Fracking Nerds on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also, we're going to be down at Concave. We've got our schedule set up. It looks like we're going to be the nerds are going to be on Friday, since unfortunately Joshua now cannot attend this year because his work decided to actually make him work. So he is stuck in New York. So we're going to be doing it Friday, I think, at 3 or 4 o'clock Bowling Green time, which is Central Time. And then Simply Drunk will be Saturday, I think 4 or 5 themselves. We'll get the schedule up. Just look on the Concave page or something like that when we go to that, so you can visit us. You won't be able to see Joshua, unfortunately, but you will be able to meet Crow and Kennedy, myself. I think that's nobody's quit outside of that, so that's good. And and then remember, if you want to actually another wrestling show you can listen to, Joshua's on the Back Row Hecklers. He's still confused exactly how you find them on iTunes and everything else. But just search for Back Row Hecklers on either Facebook or wherever you can find them.
Yeah.
Usually they're in the back row.
I'm not confused anymore. You just have to go to the BNMVS Podcast Network, and we are there. So there you go. Because I have my phone in my hand.
That makes things much easier. All right.
Yes. That's the BNMVS Podcast
So
Network.
For the man who met Batman, this is Doc Martin saying, have a fracking good week.